Hi, I'm Harish Guteti and welcome back to my channel. Today is a very interesting topic. One of the most sought after or one of the most in demand competencies at this point in time is Gen AI competency, generative AI competency. And as of making this video, there are less than 100 partners who have this Gen AI competency at within the AWS Partner network. So the question remains, how do I, as a partner, get a GenAI competency? And today's video is entirely focused on this topic, how to achieve GenAI competency as AWS partner. So I'm going to give you a step-by-step guide on how you can get a GenAI competency, and so that you can go ahead, work on it and achieve it. So well, let's go ahead and see what does it take to even get the GenAI competency, and then look at the plan. So let's dive in. So let's look at the requirements. So the first thing is partner must be advanced tier or premier tier. All right. So you have to have at least advanced tier, right, to do it, to get GenAI competency. You need to have four unique customer case studies, that you have to submit. Each customer must be a separate legal entity. You can't have, the same customer. If they, you can't just reuse the case studies, the four of them. It has to be different companies. Two case studies must be publicly available. So that is another key, you know key thing that you need to understand. Two must be publicly available. Do you have to share the customer name? Yes, would be a good thing to do. If not, you can say, hey, large pharma company or a large, automotive company or a SMB, or you can give that kind of, what do you call it, that kind of name. The name remains private, but the case study is shared with AWS and it's made public. So these are the GenAI competency requirements. Yes, you have in the case studies, you do the self-assessment and all of that stuff. I mean, because you're an advanced year partner, I am assuming you know what those the process to get designations and competencies by now. So step by step guide, there are two options. Let's look at the two options, that I want to share today. But first, let's go through some assumptions that I'm making at this point in time. The first thing is you have achieved advanced tier, right? So you have at least one or more service delivery designations, and you are ACE eligible. The last one is you have MDF funds available from those designations that you can leverage to generate demand. So that's my, assumption at this point in time. And there are two routes that you can take. I mean, if you're an established, so I know you're an advanced tier partner, but advanced tier partners may not still have a sales team and stuff. But for them, the marketing approach seems, is the right way to do. If you're advanced tier partner, you have a sales team inside sales team, or you want to leverage the sales approach, you can use it as well. So let's go down the marketing approach option one and see what you have to do to get to that point where you can close those deals, right? First thing is to finalize the Gen AI service offerings that you want to go to market with. Is it a drag solution? Is it, are you going to build Gen AI apps? What is that your team's your strengths are, and what is that you want to offer to the market, right? So is it a Gen AI solution for contact centers? Is it Gen AI solution? Is Gen AI service for application development? What is that? So you need to finalize those service offerings. The second step is you have to get those service offerings FTR approved, complete the foundation technical review for the service offerings, and get them published on Partner Finder. You may say, hey, even without getting them FTR approved, I can still apply for a competency. Yes, then what happens is if you are applying for a competency without an FTR approved offering, then you have an entire new section of requirements that you have to, I mean, in the assessment you have to fill it in, which is again, it's time consuming. Rather, you get the offerings approved and you can avoid that, that kind, you can skip that section in the self-assessment. It's your call. And then the benefit for having service offerings FTR approved on partners finder is huge, right? So AWS will know that these guys are offering GenAI services or GenAI solutions, right? Also, that's important. So now the next thing in the marketing approach, if you have gone through the marketing videos in the AWS Marketing Central or the marketing sheet, you will understand that there are two offers that AWS recommends you to create for every service offerings. One is a pre-sales offer, the other one is a nurture offer. Generally, pre-sales offers are assessments, demos, or trials, things like that, where customer can immediately sign up and get things started. And the nurture offer is, I think I got the spelling wrong, maybe not. The nurture offer is really around an ebook, a white paper, case study that you want to share. Customer or potential customer, your lead is not ready to work with you right away, but you intrigue them. They are interested in you and what you are doing, so they will download this white paper, and then later you can have follow up with them with an email sequence to keep them updated with the latest developments from your side, and also try to get an appointment from them. So the pre-sales offer is immediate. Hey, I will do a free Gen AI, Gen AI readiness assessment for you. Then they'll say, yeah, let's do it. So that is like the door opens for you, and you walk in and you do the assessment, and then the follow-up could be you can close you can sign up them for a POC, right? So those two offers is what you create, and then what you do is use the MDF to launch a LinkedIn campaign to promote the offers, right? So uh, to promote as part of the campaign, you will do organic LinkedIn posts, a lot of posts in a month, and also at the same time you will do the paid campaigns and use the promote the offers. So you do both at the same time. So and you can leverage the MDF amount to run these campaigns and get it done. So once you run these campaigns, assuming you experiment a lot and figure out the the winning ads that convert now, that have the most click through rate, and you get some market qualified leads. So then you schedule the calls with them, sales call with the leads, and then push them to the next step, which is a free POC. So that's the roadmap, that's the plan, 5-step approach that you can take. So the moment you convince them to do a POC, you can seek AWS help. You can co-sell with AWS team, partner sales team, or technical team can jump in and help you as well on closing the deal. So once the POC is done, then as part of the POC, you have a success criteria, and if the success criteria is met, then customer will go to production, right? So and you do the full implementation. So the key is to get the POC started, and it is of no cost for the customer, because AWS is going to do the POC funding request, right? So AWS is going to fund the POC, and you can submit the POC funding request, and AWS will fund the POC based on how much, the on the cost that you provide them, right? And along with all the other documentation required for the funding request. So this is the approach that you take through marketing, in order for you to get through the initial stages, get identify the market, get the leads, and convert them into POCs, convert those opportunities into POCs. So that's really important. So earlier even POCs were valid for the case studies. Now it has to be in production. So that's really what you have to do to get through this process, right? With option one. With option two, everything remains the same, but on step three, before when you create the instead of creating the offers, you actually create a target customer persona, right? Who are we targeting? Is it, I mean, everyone says, hey, we are targeting CIOs. Well, you're not always targeting CS. They are technical influencers. They are They are business influencers in the company. So don't always think that CEO is the only person you have to target. Not really, right? So there are different personas that you can target, people. And then you can use the agency connect option in marketing central to run a telemarketing campaign. And if you give all them the right persona and stuff, and the details, they will go ahead and run a telemarketing campaign for you to generate lead to generate the leads. And then you convert those sales qualified leads to into free POCs, same as the last step, right? So you have a clear qualification criteria that the telemarketing team will use to get the appointments only with potential customers who are interested to do POC. So that's how, since they do it day in and day out, it's very effective to leverage the telemarketing campaign or telemarketing services from the agency connect. So that way you get the leads and then you convert them into POCs. So these are the two approaches that you can take to get enough POCs to for Gen AI, and then later convert them into into paid customers, and then finally submit those case studies for getting the competency. So the question really is, how can I help you on this journey, right? So one, right now I'm the virtual alliance lead for multiple partners at different levels of partners, right? So to manage their entire partner program. So I create the service offerings, design the service offerings by looking at the competition and such, and then get them through FTR. I get them FTR approved, published in the partner finder. I make sure I identify all the opportunities to submit funding requests, and I submit the funding request for partner cash. So and then I also accelerate demand generation efforts with offers and campaigns, successful campaigns. And I also take care of all competencies and specialization programs. So overall, like, I do pretty much what is required for a partner to scale and to the next level, and I accelerate their APN journey is what I do with the partners at this point in time. So if you're curious to see how I can help you achieve the GenAI competency, leave a comment or reach out to me, and I'm happy to help you. I'm happy to have a discussion so we can see if we can work together and get the GenAI competency for you. I hope this video is useful. Do subscribe to this channel because I'm going to share a lot of content on how to build a successful partner business, because that's what I work with so many partners that I understand what great partners are doing, like all the premier tier partners are doing, that you can replicate and get through those stages as quickly as you can. Again, thanks for watching. Thanks a lot, and talk to you soon.